Manchester United, currently in 5th in the Premier League prior to the suspension of it. The 3-time Champions League winners. And today, I'm going to be bringing them back to that status. Back to the Champions League. Back to the top of Europe. Manchester United are in the Europa League this season, so this rebuild will take at least 2 seasons. Let's look at the squad. And as you can see here, boys, Manchester United has a pretty solid squad. Some young guys with high-end potential, such as McTominay. He's probably going to come in and start for us. But we're also going to be looking to make some slight changes, possibly bring in a new right midfielder, maybe a new left back, depending if we can sell on Luke Shaw, and then another center back. Let's get into the transfer business. Our first piece of business is actually a player departure. Atalanta has come in for Juan Mata, and we have sold him off for £14.3 million. And then another piece of business, as AC Milan has come in for Luke Shaw, and we have accepted a £22 million offer for him. Good luck at the San Siro, mate. And boys, for our first signing of this Manchester United rebuild, we have brought in the English wonder kid, Jadon Sancho. He's been heavily linked with Manchester United in real life, so we brought him in for a fee of $95 million. Back to the player departures, as Real Sociedad came in for Nemanja Matic, and we have accepted a £13.3 million offer. Another player departure, as Wolfsburg has come in for Phil Jones, and we have accepted a £9.5 million offer for him. And boys, another player signing, as we've signed Luke Shaw's replacement, Ben Chilwell, for £32 million. And boys, on the same day, we have sold Jesse Lingard to fellow Premier League squad Wolves for £12.5 million. And boys, just a couple days later, we complete the signing of Milan Skriniar from Inter Milan for a fee of £89.2 million. And boys, that's going to wrap it up for our first transfer window of this Manchester United rebuild. We brought in Sancho, Chilwell, and Skriniar, while also selling off some of the deadwood older players that we needed to get in the funds. So boys, I'm gonna check up on you guys on the 1st of January to see how we're doing in the league. Well boys, it's the 1st of January, and as you can see, we are in 4th position on 46 points. Liverpool right now on top of the league. They've only lost 1 game this season, and since it's January, we're going to go in and look for a central midfielder to really bolster our squad. And well boys, we wanted a central midfielder, and we got one with Arthur from FC Barcelona. We had to give up Daniel James and £80 million for him. Daniel James came to me complaining about playing time, so we had to sell him off, and we got Arthur instead to really bolster our midfield. And boys, that Arthur and Daniel James swap was the only business we did this January, so we should be in a good position to make the Champions League, get into a good position, try and get to a better position in the league, and we shall see how we do. And boys, we came in 4th position on 87 points. Liverpool went ahead and won the league on 101 points. City coming in at a close second, only losing on goal differential. Spurs on 100 points. And then moving on to the relegation battle, AFC Bournemouth, Norwich, and Southampton all going down to the Championship. And boys, we have gone on to win the FA Cup 3-2 over league champions Liverpool. And Liverpool have gone on to win the Carabao Cup 2-1 over Manchester City, and we lost in the semi-finals to the Carabao Cup winners, Liverpool. And Leverkusen have won the Europa League 2-1 over Arsenal. Then as we look to see where we have finished, didn't even make the round of 16, and then we lost to Dortmund in the round of 32. And Manchester City has won the Champions League 4-3 on penalties over FC Barcelona. Anyways, let's just move on, get into season 2, and hope to win the Champions League. And well, boys, for our first piece of business in season number 2, Kylian Mbappe, the French striker. We bought him for £170.8 million for him to come in and become our new starting striker. And boys, our first player departure, Sergio Romero, going to West Ham for £7.7 million. And our second player departure is Alexis Sanchez, going to Napoli for £12.9 million. And another player departure is Marcus Rojo, is going to Aston Villa for £7.2 million. And boys, that's going to wrap up the opening transfer window of season number 2. We've made it into the Champions League. Let's go check out our group. Boys, this is our group. Us, Lazio, Galatasaray, and Anderlecht. We are hoping to progress top of the table. Let's go see how we make out of the group stage. And as you can see, boys, we finished top of Group G with 15 points, beating out Lazio with goal differential, Galatasaray in third, Anderlecht in fourth. Let's go see who we're going to play in the round of 16. And lads, we are going to be playing Paris Saint-Germain in the round of 16. Good thing we took Kylian Mbappe away from them, and now he'll be causing problems to them in this round of 16 matchup. Well, boys, we're here on transfer deadline day, and as you can see, Anthony Martial has been sold to Chelsea for a sum of £79.3 million. He was whining about not getting enough playtime, so we had to sell him off. To replace Anthony Martial as Kylian Mbappe's backup, we have signed Gabriel Jesus from Manchester City for a fee of £64 million. And boys, that will conclude this transfer window. Let's get into our round of 16 matchup against PSG. And here we are, boys, at our first Champions League game. We are at the Parc des Princes. Let's hope for an away goal. Here we go. And it's a 0-0 draw in the first leg. And here we go for the home leg of the round of 16 against Paris Saint-Germain. Arthur is back in for this one. There you go. It's a 3-0 win. Let's go, boys. We are moving on to the quarterfinals of the Champions League with a huge 3-0 win over Paris Saint-Germain at Old Trafford. Sancho, Rashford, and Fernandes giving us goals. In the quarterfinals, we'll be playing Borussia Dortmund, who eliminated us from the Europa League last season. Let's get some revenge and move to the semi-finals. And here we go, boys. The first leg against Borussia Dortmund, away in Dortmund. See how we do. We need to get away goals to cement ourselves for a chance for the semi-finals. We have a full strength starting 11 for this match. Here we go. Here we go, boys. Let's get a win. 2-0. Let's go. And we're back for our second leg against Borussia Dortmund. We have a 2-0 lead coming into the second leg here at Old Trafford. We cannot concede more than 2 goals, which we hopefully won't concede any. So here we go into it. A full strength starting 11 for us. And we win 3-1 as we propel ourselves to the semifinals with a 5-1 aggregate win over Borussia Dortmund. And boys, we are going to be playing Manchester City in the Champions League semifinals, a Manchester derby. While on the other side, it's an all Spanish affair, as our side is an all English affair. Let's get it. Here we go, boys. The first leg of the Champions League semifinals at home at Old Trafford. So we need to keep a clean sheet. So when we go to the Etihad, we don't exactly have to score. Here we go. First leg, semifinals. And we win 2-1. That's a great result. We just need to bag 1 goal in the second leg to propel ourselves into the Champions League finals. Champions League finals here in our second season of asking. Let's go. And we're here at the second leg, the away match at the Etihad. We need to score early and we cannot concede to propel ourselves through, and we win 2-0. 2-0, and we are on to the Champions League final. The Champions League final as we win the aggregate 4-1 over Manchester City. And boys, we're going to be playing Atletico Madrid here in the Champions League final. They still have players like João Felix, who should really be worried about. And now checking around the other leagues, Ajax wins the Europa League 2-1 over Monaco. We have won the Carabao Cup 3-1 over Manchester City. And Liverpool have won the FA Cup 3-1 over Chelsea. And here in the Premier League standings, we have finished second behind Liverpool, but we did go undefeated. And looking at the relegation, West Brom, Leeds United, and Sheffield United have all been relegated. And now looking at our squad hub prior to our Champions League final, we have amassed a great squad with plenty of youth as well as experience. However, Skriniar is injured and won't be able to play for the final, and neither is Arthur, who has been suspended. So those are 2 huge players out for the final. And let's get into it. Alright boys, here it is, the Champions League final, Manchester United, Atletico Madrid. Here we've won a free kick. Here's Sancho. Sancho gives it to Rashford. Rashford down the wing. Cuts back. Rashford gives it to Fernandes. Fernandes gives it back to Rashford. Rashford has a shot, saved easily. Here's Fernandes. Gives it to Mbappe. Mbappe to Rashford. Rashford saves. He scores! Let's go boys. We are up 1-0 in the Champions League final. Beautiful passing, beautiful finish by Rashford. We are up 1-0 of Atletico Madrid. Here's Thomas Lemar. Absolutely burns Sancho. So back to Lemar. Lemar. Back to Sol. Back to Lemar. Beautiful passing by Madrid. In swinger. Oh, what a save by De Gea. And the defense gets it clear. Here we are. We're on the break now. Jane and Sancho going down the right wing. Get it to Mbappe. Mbappe burning the defenders for pace. Oh, he's going to have a go. He should head. He scores! Kylian Mbappe! 2-0. Not even 13 minutes into the Champions League final. Beautiful save on one end by David De Gea. And then we go quickly up the field. Kylian Mbappe finds the back of the net. Passing on All Black. It is now 2-0 in the Champions League final. Here we have the ball again. Bruno Fernandes muscles him off the ball. Carrying. Here's the ball to Rashford. So Mbappe. Oh, what a save by All Black. Here we are. We have the ball again. Ball over top to Mbappe. Mbappe possibly looking for someone. Drags it back. Sancho has a go. Beautiful. Absolutely brilliant defending. Here's Rashford. Has a go and he sails it over the bar. We have possession again. McTominay. Fernandes. Elbow to Jadon Sancho. He has a go. Saved by Jan Oblak again. We have the ball again. This time Wan-Bissaka gives it out to Sancho. Sancho. Bro, Mbappe first time. Goal. 3-0. Manchester United. Again, beautiful passing. First time finish by Mbappe. Slides it past Jan Oblak. It's now 3-0 in the Champions League final. Brilliant ball. The pace has just been too much for the Atletico Madrid defenders. Slides it past Jan Oblak. 3-0. Here comes Torres. Those on the fence. He's going for it. Maguire takes him out in a reckless golden penalty. Can't really blame him. We did take him out. And they have a chance to get a goal back right before the half. Yeah, we've absolutely took him out. Mauro Icardi. And he dispatches the penalty. 3-1 going to halftime. We still have the lead. We still have our names etched into the trophy. Now here we have the ball again. McTominay. Beautiful weighted ball to Sancho. Sancho has it. He has a go. Save. Shot. What a block by the defence. Clearance is not too far. Straight to Pogba. He has a go. Whoa. What a save by Jan Oblak. He's really kept Atletico Madrid in this game. Beautifully struck by Pogba. And yet a beautiful save by Jan Oblak. Here's the incurring corner. Can't get a hit to it. Sancho wins it to Rashford. He has a go. Oh, and he misses wide. On the goal kick. Maguire wins it. McTominay gets the ball. He gives it out to Sancho. Sancho to Mbappe. Mbappe looking for a drop. Defence is able to get it out. Wan-Bissaka wins a header. Mbappe gets it to Fernandes, avoids the tackle, gives it to Paul Pogba. Pogba has a go off the ball. Oh, has not crossed the line. Here had the ball again. Pogba gives it to Rashford. Left foot. Oh, what a beauty. What a beautiful strike by Marcus Rashford. Absolutely finishes it. 4-1 Manchester United in the Champions League final. Beautifully struck. Wow, what a finish by Marcus Rashford. Absolutely levels it past Oblak. Oblak's been great all game, but cannot stop that one. Now Electrico has the ball. Brilliant ball to Felix. What a save! David De Gea denying out Felix. And now here's Sancho bringing the ball down the winger. Gives the ball in. Rashford has one and another amazing save by Jan Oblak. He's having an amazing day in goal. Despite the 4 goals, he's had plenty saves. Here we are in the final minute. And there it is. Manchester United has won the Champions League final. It's only taken us 2 seasons and we have risen to perfection. We are champions of Europe. And boys, that's going to do it for the review. It is Andrew XD here, signing off so you guys can enjoy the title celebration. Peace out, boys.